Welcome to the Frog Splash Podcast, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. Once again, we are
Jesse,
Adam,
Alex.
Boys. It's been a long time since we've got together in the same room, talking shop, talking wrestling, talking Jericho. Oh, hell yeah, man. On the table today, we're talking about Money in the Bank. What I would probably say is one of my favorite in between the big one pay-per-views.
It's a good one.
We're going to be in the Windy City in Chicago, Illinois. The CM Punk chants are going to be loud, especially after what happened this last week, all within litigation itself.
And the CM Punk chance that we just had this weekend in the Octagon.
it's going to be way, way worse.
Still up. Still way, way up. Let's kick right into it. We've got a lot to go through here. This video is going to be solely just for the main roster WWE. The reason for that, NXT TakeOver is so good that video would be way longer.
Can we just talk about that instead?
Maybe next time with enough votes, maybe we'll talk about NXT TakeOver. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass in the big versus small, the untested feats of strength match. Jesse, who wins?
Daniel Bryan.
I'll take Daniel Bryan.
Why would you take anyone else besides Daniel Bryan? This is all just a feud for Daniel Bryan. But it's also scary to find out what they're going to do with Big Cass. But when you get hurt, you lose a lot of trust from the big man upstairs.
That's what
for
happens.
a while.
Yep.
The pure analogy that even if he's wrestling with him, it's going to build him up, probably sits here. Be next to the man, take part of the man. That's the analogy. I don't know. Maybe.
Mario says Big Cass.
That's fine.
Yep.
You can pick whatever you want. I think
But that's
here,
why we booted him out.
Yeah, that's why Deuces. Psych. Wish you were here.
And Spirit, please.
All right, let's move right on to you. Let's go ahead and get out of the way the first championship match. You get your IC Seth Rollins holder
That's gonna
versus
be the pre-show.
Elias. Yeah, I'm just going down by what they have listed here from WWE's website. So, IC champ Seth Rollins versus Elias. Elias had that great guitar this last week, had the IC painted on it. This one's tough for me because as long as they run it with Seth, it's going to be great. So this feud can continue here. I think I'm okay with Elias still to lose this. Yeah, I'll take Seth Rollins. I think that's the safe bet here.
Yeah, it's Raw is Rollins or Seth is Rollins, whatever his shirt is. What other belt is on the show that they're talking about? There's no Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is on Twitter talking about how he's had his belt for longer than CM Punk. Once again, because we're talking about Chicago. But what belt is there? What prestige is there? It's from Seth Rollins. Elias, you're doing great things, though.
Yep.
You're making me like you, and I didn't like you before. You had one good match in NXT, but your gimmick is getting over, and I'm liking it. Seth Rollins, you gotta keep him there. He's carrying the workload on Raw.
I'm going to be the lone wolf and go with Elias.
You know, Elias?
Yeah, I think perhaps we'll shake things up and put the belt, and then we'll have maybe a back and forth feud between Seth Rollins and Elias, and maybe eventually Seth wins it back immediately. But I could see Elias winning the Intercontinental Championship. Totally.
Yeah.
He's so over right now. It wouldn't hurt Rollins.
I think he gets it. I think before the end of the year he might get it. If Roman Reigns ends up having the Universal title, at that point then you can say, okay, well Roman Reigns is on every week and he's gonna have the title. That's fine. Then Intercontinental can go back to being the workhorse belt. But I think it's not time yet. But I think he will have his time at some point.
Fair point.
Let's talk about two matches which most likely will be on the kickoff show themselves. The first one being the Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. And the second one being the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, Bludgeon Brothers to Death versus the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Let's start Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn. Bobby Lashley. Why would it be Sami Zayn? I don't understand. Make me understand.
Bobby Lashley does win it, but we're going to have a heel face change. it doesn't really matter because no one's really like into this feud as far as I can tell.
Not at all.
But because it's so bad, it's almost like you have to have Bobby Lashley end up being a heel after this. You're a face when you come back because you're going to be cheered no matter what, but then soon you can become a heel like where you're really good.
I compare Bobby Lashley's return to when Batista returned a couple years ago, where they thought it would be a really huge deal and be super over, and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
He returned, and I think they expected it to be, oh my god, it's Bobby Lashley. And he, don't get me wrong, he had a great career in TNA, but the TNA audience doesn't necessarily watch WWE. So it just fell flat. And even when Bobby Lashley was on WWE before, fans weren't really behind him. So he's got the look, not necessarily the mic skills. So this feud I really could care less about. Yeah, it's going to be Bobby Lashley because they're really trying to push. But I feel for Sami Zayn because I really think he deserves a push at this point.
We've already spent more time on this, and the match itself will probably be given, including ring entrances. So why don't we go right into the Bludgeon Brothers versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Bludgeon Bros, Good Brothers, Battle of the Brothers.
Battle of the Brothers.
Alex
battling on Twitter. That's where it's at right now. You got to get on social media if you want to actually watch this match because it's going to be over before it starts as well.
Who wins this match?
It's going to be on the pre-show. If you're going by Wikipedia, it's going to be on the pre-show, and because of that, I don't see them changing titles because of that. So Bludgeon Brothers win. Unfortunately for Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, I'd like them to get some time with it, and I think they might get some, but I don't see it changing hands right now. But that really makes the Good Brothers still look bad.
Yeah, Bludgeon Brothers keep the titles. I really don't see them taking it off them anytime soon unless a tag team just completely blows up in popularity. They're just playing that super dominant tag team right now. So yeah, easy win for them.
Until AOP comes out and they're the new alpha males. I'm just kidding. They're shorter than the Bludgeon Brothers.
Totally.
How can the Bludgeon Brothers lose like this, right? Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have had belts before already. So have the Bludgeon Brothers. Not in the same universe.
Right. Yep.
I think it's probably interrupted. I think it's time for Sanity. This is SmackDown,
I thought
right?
and I thought that too.
Maybe it's time for Sanity to kind of show up because I wouldn't mind seeing a 6-man tag match for the belts uninterrupted at SummerSlam with those 3 teams. You guys think you're good? No, we bad.
I was thinking that too, but I was thinking maybe they just tease them.
Gotta get them excited. It's the pre-show, right?
Yeah, goes dark. The ha ha ha, the sound of their song about to start, and then just stop it right there, and that's whenever Bludgeon Brothers, either they win or the Good Brothers take it right there, and then from there on Tuesday, you can then have Sanity come out, and then you can also have AOP come out, and you can have a 4-way dance.
AOP on Raw.
Got that set up.
I don't think they're on SmackDown.
They're not on anything. They haven't come out yet.
I
think they signed a...
Did they come out?
I think they're on Raw.
Oh, okay.
I think it was announced they were... We'll get our fact checker. Zach, why don't you get on that fact check for us?
Please do.
All right. That's a lot in the pre-show. Let's move it right into a couple of non-title matches, and we'll mix in the few there, the Money in the Bank with the women's and that.
Yeah.
Let's go with Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
The main event.
Jesse.
Roman Reigns versus...
Who wins this match? That's weird.
Roman Reigns.
How could it not be Roman Reigns?
There's no question.
Yeah, it's Roman for sure. Jinder Mahal and their feud is already it's already gone too long and doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. Not into it.
Yep. All right, move on. Cool.
Yep.
All right, SmackDown Women's Championship. You got your champ Carmella versus the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Is Carmella ready for Asuka?
Or is she money?
Or is she money? Is Mella money?
Is Mela money?
Jesse?
I mean, Mela is money, but she's not going to win the match. I was thinking about this match because I had thought that Asuka would be in this match before it was announced that she would be facing Carmella, but I guess this was how they sort of kept it. They sort of kept it from being if Asuka's in the match, she's going to win no matter what. So they put her in a title match against Carmella, and Carmella's had a nice little title reign, but I don't see them going far with her in the long run. So I think it's time to put the belt on Asuka, and Carmella's an easy target. And then I think we'll maybe eventually reignite that feud between Charlotte Flair and Asuka. So I think we'll get a solid match. I mean, I think Carmella's really underrated as a performer. She's pretty solid, and I think it'll be a great match. But Asuka wins the title.
Was your answer of the winner of the Money in the Bank for the women's alter this answer, or does it fit in line with your answer down the line?
It doesn't fit in with the answer down the line. No.
Made Asuka look really strong on on Tuesday during SmackDown. Made Carmella tap out. I don't see why Carmella would not keep the title here. Carmella wins. I don't want to say that. Well, Asuka wins, but maybe DQ, maybe count out, maybe something.
Continue the feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Protect both. Sounds
with
shitty.
the
I don't like that.
with Carmella, she isn't there yet. I think that her win over Charlotte was more of a surprise thing. It was something that WWE could get behind that would be exciting, different, new, but I don't think that there's much there because Mella isn't money, and she also doesn't wrestle near as well as any of the other women that are in this Money in the Bank besides Lana number one, Lana the best. So because of that, I just can't see her winning unless it's just some kind of ridiculous DQ type thing that the ref doesn't see. Like, besides that, I just don't see it happening. So I have to go with it being Asuka. She's just so much more dominant, so much more overpowering. It's almost like when you saw Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax at WrestleMania. Like, you kind of didn't think that Alexa would ever win that match unless it was some kind of heel tactics.
Right.
And that's why they had to give it to Nia, based on that storyline.
Well, let's stop there. And since we're on that road, let's take the path of 6 women of Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm. There they are.
Oh, 7. No, 8. My apologies,
yeah.
8.
4 Raw,
Because
4
we keep
SmackDown.
adding more and more, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes a little bit more sense. So this is our 3rd women's Money in the Bank, with the first one being won by James Ellsworth, and the second one won by Lana.
forget
Carmella. You've got Sasha Banks. We've got Lana. We've got Natty. We've got Naomi. We've got Alexa. We've got Miss Moon. And then we've got Tea Time. Time for the best of friends.
Time for the best of friends.
You've got Charlotte, and you've got the Becky Lynchsters.
Becky Lynch.
Ah.
Love her.
Jesse spoke a moment ago about his decision for the previous match not leading into this one. Really hot right now. People are saying Ember Moon. That's what the buzz is. It's going to be Ember Moon. I think it's too early. I think they have her in here to do the high flying stuff.
Totally.
Right? She's
we're gonna see a stunner off of
the
the
ladder.
off the ladder.
Yes.
Yeah, that spot's being called. Becky got a win after like 4 months.
I know.
2 weeks ago. So
Trying to get her strong again.
that's nice.
Trying to make it look good.
Sasha somehow, I think maybe Bailey shows up, kind of continues that. That's an easy
Yeah.
out for them to
Yeah.
go. And then Naomi, Alexa, and Lana kind of cancel each other out. Honestly, I think Natty's going to win this. And I have a couple of reasons why that might occur, but I'll stick at that for now. I think Natty wins this.
I'll go next for sure. Mine is a feud that has been building and building and building, and if they don't do this now, the storyline is just unnecessary and they shouldn't continue it. I have Sasha winning it. Sasha will win it, and Bailey will ruin a cash-in down the line, which sets up their actual feud where they will go at it at some kind of like Super Slam of next year. It's a very long build, but still, there's no other way that they're going with this right now, with them feuding besides maybe something like this.
I actually agree with Adam. I think Natty wins it. Only because there's been so much emphasis on Natty and Ronda Rousey's relationship, which ties into when we speak about the Raw Women's Championship match.
Yeah.
I think that's going to play a big part in the reason why I think Natty will win the championship. Which, if you guys have watched us previously, I'm a huge fan of Natty. I've got the shirt. I'm a huge fan of hers. I think she well earned a spot like this. So yeah, I'm going to go with Natty as well.
2 Natties right there, okay.
Which I never thought we would ever say.
I'm picking Natty because on the Raw Women's Championship, which we're going into right now, with Nia versus Ronda, I have this weird sneaky suspicion that maybe this is the right time and the right place to put Ronda over on Nia this quickly just to get a cash-in. Same night, Dean Ambrose style.
Oh, you think it'll be that quick?
I think so, because what you have to continue to make history, right? So we make history in 2 ways. We have Ronda Rousey getting the title, and then we also have the first same night cash in for the women's side. And that still can build a great feud, because now we can even have a 3-way dance at SuperSlam if we need to.
Yeah.
Done.
So first and foremost, before we get to what we think the end is, I truly believe that based on what we saw on Raw this past week, I think Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax will put on a pretty decent match. I think Ronda Rousey has surprised us in her ability in the
Better
ring.
than Nia versus Alexa at WrestleMania?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Because Ronda Rousey's extremely strong and can probably do maybe a power move or two. So I think we're going to get a solid match. That being said, I do think Ronda Rousey is going to win, and I think Natalya is a great first long-term feud for Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, and that's I was talking to Adam earlier about that. I think that she's a great partner to dance with going forward, just based on her being such a veteran, her being safe. Like, I mean, she would be great to be under her learning tree for a little while.
Yeah, you look at the greats now; they all started with matches with Natty. Charlotte Flair, the NXT Women's Championship match, back 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and I still think that's a great match to look back on. So, what about you, Senor?
Picked it.
Picked it.
Yeah,
he did it.
I was the first one to pick it.
Well, shoot.
All right, so that takes us to the final 2. Let's go right into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. This is a stacked one. We're used to usually going from like maybe 5 to 7. Here, how many do we have? 10?
They're not.
Oh no, that's right. So let's pick it from here, right? So it's still 8. It's still 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks bigger because we're only getting one of the members for New Day.
Correct.
Yep.
Who's your New Day member?
I've got Xavier Woods on this one.
I'm picking Big E.
No, I'm still gonna say Xavier Woods.
No whys.
Yeah.
Just that's it. That's your choice.
I've got Kofi Kingston actually.
Oh,
3 across the board.
One of us
up, down.
will be right.
Totally,
and I'm okay with that.
That's right.
So bonus points to the person that gets that right. Do you have your New Day person winning it?
I used to.
No.
I used to have Xavier winning it. I
So
don't
no,
That would be pretty.
And until they got everyone else in
No.
there, then I said no. But when they were first announced, I was like, they're giving them a lot of spotlight, and maybe they want to split them up for a bit, but can't anymore.
So we all don't have that. We've got different New Day members. None of them win it. We got Samoa Joe. We got KO Mania. We got Bobby Roode. Woo! You got your boy all up in it, the Balor Club.
Baller.
Right? We've got Machka Kick. We've got The Miz, who's now in Austin. We pretty much rocket strapped him to Austin.
Straight to
And then you've got the monster amongst men, Braun Strowman. Someone's about to get them hands.
Someone's about to get that toilet before the match.
Yeah, poop emoji.
Poop emoji.
Yeah. So this is going to be a very interesting match.
Great match.
I'm excited.
We know we've seen KO in ladder matches already. We've seen the Miz in
Gonna
ladder
build some
matches.
crazy
And we've
contraption,
seen
I'm so
Balor and KO in a ladder match together.
in Japan.
Brooklyn 2.
Was that it? I thought
That's where it was in Brooklyn because it was the night before SummerSlam because KO had to wrestle the next night against John Cena. Remember?
Brutal.
Do you remember that match? It was a good match. Doesn't matter. Winner, chicken dinner. Oh, it can't be Miz. No.
But he's front and center, so
He's front and center, but sure.
But he also doesn't have any abs right there.
Yeah, no abs.
Well,
It's a singular ab.
One singular ab in the middle.
They're saying KO would be really great with the case itself.
Sorry for the neck technical difficulties.
Oh, that's weird. I'll just let that sit there. You know what? I'm gonna go gut here. I think it's just time to just kind of just dive in. I'm gonna give it to Samoa Joe. He's Samoa Joe. That's it.
I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I did.
So let's. I don't like his face. So before I get into mine, I do want to say I'm wearing this Balor shirt. You know, I always want to say Finn Balor's gonna win.
He's let
every
you down.
single time.
He's let you down the last.
But anytime that you see someone go up a week before, 2 weeks before, they get on the ladder, they pull down the Money in the Bank briefcase, just like the Miz did last week, they are not gonna win this match. But what I do want to say is that because I love watching Balor, I've been very happy that over 50% of the last main events in the last 3 months have featured Finn Balor in them. So he's still making some money
fair point. Yeah.
going into those main events, and he's making his case to do it in the future.
Yeah.
So Vince is giving him the reins to be with Seth Rollins. How Seth Rollins is keeping, the middle of the card. Mm-hmm. You got Finn Balor there in the main events. So I do appreciate that, even though I do not see him winning.
And let's be honest, he's selling that merch too.
He's selling the merch.
Yeah.
He's the front man.
Mm-hmm.
He's the front man of the Balor Club. Who I do have is I have Samoa Joe as well.
I'll tell you, that was very last minute. We did not talk about this before.
And here's the thing. Samoa Joe, when he wins his briefcase, he starts wearing a suit. He goes back to the main event Mafia, TNA style. We've seen him in a suit before. It's so perfect for him as a heel to have that briefcase in the suit. It's all Samoa Joe, 100%.
Like Aleister Black getting the title. And then
but Aleister Black should not wear.
He wears it though. It's pretty good. I like it.
All
right, Jesse, bring us home.
I kid you not. I promise I had Samoa Joe as well.
It's a first here. All three of us picking Samoa Joe.
Triple Joes.
Because in my mind, I have a Raw superstar winning the women's Money in the Bank, so I feel like looking at the SmackDown roster in this match, it has to be Samoa Joe for me.
That's such a tough and weird one. I can't believe that all happened.
I can't believe that either.
Well, that's okay because we're gonna already mess this next one up here. We got the WWE champion AJ Styles, the house that Styles built, the one that's hard to follow, the phenomenal one, versus Shinsuke no Inglés Nakamura.
He's still known as the artist.
The artist, the king of strong style, you name it, he's done it. Especially when it comes to racking people.
What he hasn't done, though, he hasn't had a 6-star match, though.
No, he will never have a 6-star match. So
not in the WWE.
I will let Alex take this one. Take us there, Alex.
Most definitely. We are going into the tail end of a feud that has been going on that has made Shinsuke Nakamura just not look very convincing, not look very good, not just... Could have been so good. This whole feud could have been so good. This is two fantastic wrestlers. AJ Styles had four-star matches or higher in like all of his first matches when he got to WWE. Like the first 6 months on TV, he was having 4-star matches. No one ever has 4-star matches. You have two great wrestlers. Feud has been not that great for me, but I do see it coming to a head here. We have the stipulation. With this stipulation, I think we finally see Nakamura take that belt right off of AJ Styles and let him run with it. But they didn't do it in the best of fashion. I'll say that, creative-wise.
I agree yet disagree. I don't think we're coming to the tail end of the feud. I think Nakamura's going to win.
This is chapter 2.
This is chapter 2, and the feud's going to continue. I really hope. I really hope we get a 4-star match out of these guys at some point. If it's Money in the Bank, hallelujah.
Not to rush you, there's 30 seconds till my wife comes through the door. Just heard her car beep. So let's get to it for Jackson Barks.
Oh, Nakamura's going to win. Yeah.
I also have Nakamura.
Yeah.
Will we all pick Nakamura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple Nakamura.
It's time. Nobody likes to see the good guy win all the time. He has to lose to build his story. Yes, I agree. We probably didn't do it in the best of fashion. But a last man standing match, I mean, that's the classic John Cena move right there. Mm-hmm. Put him in a match where he has to prove his feat of strength. And Nakamura will find some way to outlast it, right?
Yeah.
Trick him somehow, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Somewhere.
Puts him in a trash can?
Yeah,
This
could
is
be.
a dumpster match.
Dumpster match. Close the lid.
Didn't know.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to rush you, but
No.
before the dog starts barking because he's already moving around
Perfect timing. Yeah.
too much. All right. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen? Pre-grade this card?
Not very high for me.
B minus.
C plus.
Solid B.
Okay. It's a good little
If both these
consensus.
Money in the Bank matches are solid B.
Yeah. NXT A
Oh.
to A plus.
Oh, God. NXT TakeOver. Save your money. Watch it. It's Saturday night. It's going to be amazing. I literally can't wait. I'll be
2 for the price of 1. Did you
Camping.
know that's $9.99?
I'll be
this
camping
month?
that weekend, so
Or
I'm
free if you've
pretty
never had it.
excited to do that. Well, from all of us here at the Frog Splash Podcast, don't forget to like to stay notified or subscribe. That's
gotta
what
have
it
the
is.
bell.
Go ding, ding, ding.
Like everyone says.
Yeah, like, subscribe, notify, share, all of it. If you have questions for us, the question from Mario Flores out of Austin, Texas now is, who would be in your dream Money in the Bank? Let's do this. We'll go down the line, but you can only say one person, and then we each get 2 people.
Okay.
So we, the 3 of us, are building one match.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting with Jesse because it's the easy out.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, then I'll go with Razor Ramon.
Terry Funk. You gotta have someone hardcore
Yeah.
in there.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Back to you.
Hulk Hogan.
I need Evan Bourne.
Ooh.
Born.
Yeah.
He was really high flying.
That shooting star press.
But you also gotta have someone who's wild and doing that, so you might have to put Jeff Hardy.
Jeff
in there
Hardy.
to
All right,
even out the
all right.
balance again.
So do you want both?
I'd rather us only have Jeff Hardy in there.
Okay. Well then, in this wild dream crazy match that we're gonna have, then if you're gonna sub my guy for Jeff Hardy, then I'll counter with a Braun Strowman. Because we need a big brute guy.
Untested,
Yeah.
but he's a big
Yeah.
man.
What do we think of the Iconics? I'll start with this one. I absolutely love the Iconics. They're to the point right now where my wife says it's like her favorite heel group.
Yeah.
And that's impossible for my wife to say because she doesn't really watch wrestling that much. They're good.
Well, if you've watched the if you've watched the podcast before in the past, then you will know that I have made 2 videos that actually talked about pushing the Iconics when they were in NXT. So I definitely love all of what they've been doing from when they started to where they're at. They're good. A good heel faction.
Oh yeah, I love
see.
the Iconics. Yeah.
Little duo.
I would
Iconic duo.
I would form a women's tag team championship around them.
Mm-hmm.
They're that good. Totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll say it one more time. Remember, everything we do is just too sweet because the Frog Splash Podcast is for life.